or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. They'll go again with Genty. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Stop is made by Jaron Reed. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Forced out wide. He carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. When you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons.
The previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On first down, Cousins. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Genty. He'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
Raiders first down. First down, Las Vegas.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. But the fullback trying to power it home. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
But you know the old saying, Mike, the games don't count, but they matter. And these are the kind of things that really matter. Efficiency, in and out of the huddle, really work the offense and the process. And that's exactly what we saw here. To be this well-oiled early in the year is a great sign of things to come once we get to the regular season here in a couple weeks.
Seahawks, nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Corey Horton now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. In motion is Barner. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. On play action, here's Darnold. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Seahawks.
They'll run it on first down, Charbonnet. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll hold him down to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Raiders with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. This is 3rd and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. Lock out of the shotgun. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to possess the football for the second time. And Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
No, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
Here's Horton. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6. From the 31, here is 2nd and 4. Here's Locke. They'll set up the screen to Wilson. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Throwing on 2nd down, Locke. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Locke. He'll get this out to the left flat. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no returns forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. And that incomplete.
Intended for Ian Thomas.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
First down.
Lock to throw on 1st and 10. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Lock. Off he goes.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal.
48-yard
This will be a 48-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg
ready
Olson.
to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Velus Jones now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over.
The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. His throw complete to Cam Akers. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And some good running there. That's the 1st down up to the 43.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's locked. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll run with Emmanuel Wilson. And trying some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there.
48-yard line. A gain of
They'll try to sneak it here. And he will have the Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now give on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Lock to throw. That's complete on the tight end screen. It'll be a pickup 10. 1st down, Seattle.
Gain of 10 yards. That's another Seahawks First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now give up the middle. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Down at the 26. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is locked. He'll get this out wide. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. They'll go. It's locked. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
The Raiders offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. They'll look middle, and it's caught by Beck. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raider 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Loudby. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 19 more on that one. And another 1st down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. First and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try to run with their fullback. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A give, and here's Loudby. A powerful run, just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the 1st down. It is 1st and goal.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and goal Raiders.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now. In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be...
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Brendan Rice, touchdown Vegas.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Raiders extend their advantage to 14-3. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Lock. Pass right side. That is hauled in by Horton. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. On second down, Lock. This one complete to Bobo. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Seahawks
on first and 10. Here's Lock. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action. It's Lock. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
6 yards to go.
From the gun on third down is Lock. Get this complete to Horton. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is fourth down. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. From the gun, it's Lock. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 40-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And the defense there to meet up. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
Lock out of the shotgun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Seahawks.
Throwing. Lock. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. They'll come up for second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
In motion now is White. On play action. Lock. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Big play in the game right here. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal. Here's Lock. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Back to the air. It's Lock. They'll try to set up the screen here.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get.
That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, let him do the rest.
The Raiders offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now this looks like a design run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. That's a nice pickup there.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run with Laube. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. They'll let the fullback try to push the pop. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Raiders.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders as they start things out with a victory here in the 1st week of this preseason. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.